check the audio. That's the first thing we have to do on the live stream today for the new review show. This is week number 4 of June. And therefore, in week number 4, what we are doing on the live stream is to do the campaign review show. Lots and lots of things to talk about today. Hope you can join me. I'm Mitch, for those of you who don't know me. I am the chief, I gotta come up with a name, chief funnel guy over at thankyouPageMagic.com, where we are helping you build your best business by showing you that there's a whole pile, a treasure trove, treasure chest of leads sitting in your existing funnel. So if you're an entrepreneur and you have a funnel, what's a funnel? A funnel is a series of pages where you walk people through your offer, whether it's a lead magnet or a sales page or getting them to opt into your newsletter. Each and every one of those things can and should have Thank You Page Magic processes. This might be one of those days where my brain just flat out isn't working the way it's supposed to. Things just flat out also weren't set up right, so I'm a fraction of a minute late. I also didn't send out the usual email at 10 minutes before the hour because I haven't gotten that automated yet. There is just so much going on, and I appreciate you being here. This is a follow-up of the UpViral Copilot show, which was terminated a couple of months ago now. And I am hosting my own show because there were a lot of people that were very interested in what UpViral has to offer. Now, I am offering more than what UpViral used to do here in the weekly show, and I hope you will stick with me. Now, something brand new today, by the way, there is a calendar. If you do thankyouPageMagic.com/calendar, it will take you there. There is also, as you see, a scan code, a QR code up on the screen. If you grab your phone and use your Photos app, the app that opens your not the Photos, but the camera app, both Android and iPhone now will let you use the camera app to just scan that and get straight to the opt-in. I'm sorry. It's not even an opt-in in this case. The calendar, by the way, what I want to do is do something a little different, which I should have done ahead of time, but I forgot. And I want to go over here just to make sure that it's working. But if you go to, I'm going to move this a little bit. If I'm going to show if everything works right, if the technology works right, if you go to, I'm going to put this back up. Let's see. I don't even have the pop-up for it yet. That's the problem. Anyway, if you go to seemitch.com, that's SEEMITCH. Most of you are already here using Facebook in some method. And I'm also laughing, excuse me, because I now am using 2 different computers here. So right now I have 2 different mice and 2 different keyboards, and it's a real mess. But I also want to check to make sure that all the things are doing what they're supposed to do, which is what I was supposed to do before we got started. So I see Facebook is working properly. Bless you, Facebook. Pardon me. And if you have, that's not what I wanted to have. I'm just also checking YouTube. Look at that. You see that on this page. God, I didn't do that either. I have a checklist of all the things I'm supposed to do before I go live, but I was running behind. I had a quick chat with my wife because she just got up and moving, and that threw me off. Anyway, but you can see right here, look at that. Chiron, I don't even know how to say it anymore. Chiron, And I can do this. Watch this. I come back over here and I can do this. And look at that. Hi. Welcome. The reason I'm excited, besides the fact that I love having people pop in and make it the show, is that Kieran just said in my Facebook post that he's getting ready to run a campaign. So there you go. So if you happen to want to go to see Mitch live, if I push this button, there you go. So if you happen to want to go to see Mitch live, if I push this button, there you go. So if you happen to want to go to see Mitch live, if I push this button, there you go. So if you happen to want to... Anyway. So I'm glad to have you here. If you are here, pop in, say hi. First way was closest. Oh, Kieran, thank you for the pronunciation guide. I laugh because I'm laughing at myself. I am not very good. I've been told not very good at learning new pronunciations of names. So I'm the bad guy here. I love meeting new people and stuff. I just am not very good at it. But notice, by the way, for those of you who are using my favorite tool called UpViral, what you may see if you go to cmitch.com is down here. This may look familiar because this is an opt-in. This is a UpViral opt-in. And if you go to the next page, if you put your name and your email in and subscribe, then you are on what's called the thank you page where the magic happens. And you'll see some sharing and some of the magic of what I am doing with thank you page magic. So UpViral is not just for contests. Now, we're primarily probably going to be looking at a couple of contests today. Because that's where a lot of people use UpViral. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is, look at this. This is an UpViral website. It's hosted on UpViral. I am doing live streaming here on this page. And I mentioned before there's a calendar, right? So there's a calendar that I am publishing that has all of the upcoming events. And you see here is Tuesday, June 28th, the 4th Tuesday, which means that's a campaign review day. Tomorrow, Bradley and I, B&M Live is Bradley and Mitch. Live, we're going to do the podcast recording at 10 a.m. Eastern. And then next Tuesday, I will be giving a presentation. And it just says presentation because I haven't figured out what next week is going to be. Now, I just, by the way, yesterday... on the second Tuesday, July 12th, it says Tuesday Q&A. I'm going to have to postpone that or do something different because I just found out that my annual physical was rescheduled from Monday to Tuesday, and I don't really want to miss that. The dates the doctor has are farther out, so I don't want to miss that because I have a couple of questions for the doctor. And so I'm going to have to figure out something to do on Tuesday, but I'll update the calendar. Now, again, just so you know, isn't that interesting? I'm sorry, this is the calendar link. If you want to get there again to subscribe to the calendar, you can do that, or you can always just see it. Anyway. Lots going on in my world, and thank you, Kieran, for popping in and commenting. Anybody else have any comments? Just let me know. This is the review show. Now, as a caveat, when I do campaign reviews, if you were interested in having me do a campaign review, I would love... There's this tickle, and I don't know where it came from. But it may impact me all throughout the show. The goal of doing reviews and looking at your campaign is to help you have a better campaign. Now, I went as, for instance, the other day, what's today, Tuesday? Yesterday, I was updating my newsletter campaign. So yes, if you opt into my newsletter, which, oh, by the way, is this link with this scan code, and yes, I've got lots of them coming your way. You can come over to my newsletter, and that too, of course, is an UpViral campaign. You opt in, but on the second page, I'm inviting you to share it with friends. And if you share it with friends or other entrepreneurs, in my case, I want you to share with entrepreneurs, then you will be encouraging them to join. And when they join, because UpViral tracks everything and you have a unique link for you, then you will find out that as people invite others, then they will receive rewards. And I've actually decided I'm going to change the way that works. I decided it late yesterday. Because right now you have to invite 3 people. And I wanted to show something in my brain, and I'm thinking about whether or not I have a way of showing that, and I don't have it right here readily available. But the idea is that I'm doing something very unique in my newsletter. I encourage you to opt in and find out what that is. It has to do with giving you an incentive. If you invite 3 friends, then I'm going to give you something. There's what I value at $197 right now. If you were to come buy it from me, it's $197. And it shows you all of the processes that I'm doing in my newsletter. And inside that newsletter, something I'm doing that's very different is that newsletter. If you subscribe, or if you're on my list right now, you will see at the bottom of the newsletter, I am showing you how many people of the 3 that you need to get to earn the $197 incentive. Shows you what the status of that is. How many leads have you brought into the campaign? Nobody else is doing this. Nobody else is doing this. And it's all using UpViral. Now, of course, you have to do some special things inside of your newsletter tool, whatever tool you're using. I happen to be using ActiveCampaign. But I've found that you can actually give people a report of the status of their progress towards getting those 3 rewards, those 3 referrals. Nobody else is doing this. Nobody else has figured out how to make UpViral do this. UpViral has no clue that you can do this. Except I do happen to know that Wilco subscribed to my newsletter, so he hasn't mentioned anything to me about it, but I think it's pretty amazing that you can give people the status update of how many people they've invited in your campaign. Now, it doesn't necessarily work for contests. We would have to have a conversation about that, because there are multiple points that you're doing in a contest, et cetera, et cetera. But specifically for a newsletter, UpViral is a great way of making that happen. And if you opt in, and I'm going to put the thing up there again because I see several people have joined, you can always unsubscribe. If you don't want to hear from me anymore, if you want to steal my ideas or attempt to, then you're welcome to go. Just go to joinmitch.com. You can scan that link with your QR code with your phone. I'm sorry, you can scan the QR code with your phone and get straight to that link if you don't want to type in joinmitch.com into a browser. But there again is one of the things that I can show you, and it's based on something from a guy by the name of James Clear. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but he has over 1 million subscribers in his world, and at the bottom of his email, he tells you how many subscribers in order to get a bonus gift. And if you get to 3, then you get the bonus gift. So I just simply saw that and I went, holy cow, I could probably implement that with UpViral. And I figured out how to make it happen. And nobody else has done that yet. So if you join my newsletter and you invite 3 people who are entrepreneurs, you can't cheat and just invite your spouse and use your daughter's email or your son's email or that kind of stuff. I am checking to make sure that you are inviting real legit people who are interested in what I have to do. And if you get 3 people to sign up, I will send you the entire process. I'll send you my newsletter campaign, and I'll show you the training on how to integrate the stuff into your autoresponder. And I'll even give you the code that it takes to put those little bars, the progress bars, on your autoresponder. I can't guarantee your autoresponder does everything that ActiveCampaign does. That's your situation, but this is something, and I didn't come here to really promote this, but there is a nice comment from Facebook user, and unfortunately, because of the way, now I just lost my cursor again. See if I can figure out who that is. Hey, it's Siddharth. Hello, Siddharth. Welcome. I am enjoying your regular live. Keep bombarding values. Of course I will. But that's also what I want you to do, is to continue to sign up for stuff, right? If you join my newsletter, you're going to find out there's lots of cool stuff that you can do with thank you pages. I'll give you another one. Let me turn that comment off. Go away. By the way, in another UpViral campaign, I am going to do a webinar, a free webinar on July 7th. I'm going to open that webinar. I can type and talk at the same time. What the? Okay, I've messed that up. I've messed something up. MitchWebinar.com is going to the wrong place. Well, okay. I was trying to do something in the background to show you, and apparently I've messed up. So, I know it works. I swear it works. Something's wrong. I've messed something up. I really am frustrated when I mess something up. All right. Anyway, I promise that if you come see me before July 11th or July 7th, I'll make sure you get in the webinar. I know people have signed up, so there must be something wrong. I put the wrong link or something in there. I do know, here, let me do it this way. Webinar.thankyou page magic. I created a long name, and I know this one gets you there. It's got to, right? Right. So here is the webinar opt-in, and yes, this is not viral campaign. Turn your existing funnels into lead gen monsters. During this free workshop, you'll discover the proven strategy to grow a highly targeted email list, even if you're starting from scratch. And look, that's me. Here is the opt-in, and show you who this is for and who it's not for, and a little bit of information. My key point here is I wanted to show you that this is an UpViral campaign. It is hosted on UpViral's website, and I'm using it for a webinar opt-in. So there are all kinds of things that you can do with UpViral. And so many people have said to me, but Mitch, UpViral is so expensive. And that's because it's been drilled into them that UpViral is only used for contests, right? They only use it for contests. Now, they have thankfully been doing something recently that I think is very valuable. And I know I'm way off topic from the review show. I'm going to get to, we'll do a review now, but nobody's submitted a campaign for me. So what I'm going to have to do is just go out there to the web, and we'll pick a couple of campaigns and we'll rip those to shreds. But one of the things that I have been doing, so let me go back to the UpViral idea. They have been releasing campaigns, right? The templates. And so inside of UpViral, And the only way to make this really easy is to actually show you. Sven says I sent you one. Oh, well, great. Sven, where did you send it? Via email? I have not looked at my email in the last few minutes. I looked probably 10 minutes before the session started. Did you send it in Messenger or did you send it here in email? Via email. All right. So let me open my email. New. Why is that? Why is there no? Oh, I know. It's because it's over on that monitor. The monitor I'm using to monitor the broadcast. That's why. See, when you do live streaming, you need about 20 different monitors, I think. Close. So I'm opening my email. I use a tool called Close. So sometimes I don't. Let's see. Sven, I'm sorry, I'm not seeing it in my email. I don't know why. I'll check there. Sven, I know you got Messenger, right? Send me, or you can just put it in the comments. I guess it doesn't really matter unless you're really concerned about that. Hello, Carlene. Welcome. Maybe in spam? It might be in spam. Hello, Carlene. I got so many things. It's a good thing I got this new UpViral. I'm sorry. SPEN. I'll search this way. Sven. There it is. Sven says, sadly, my campaign is neither viral nor uses UpViral, but maybe you can still have a look at it. So you sent me a screenshot. All right. Well, we'll have a quick glance at that. Can I open it? Can I make that full screen? We'll do that. All right. Carlene says, what's the topic today? Well, we're supposed to be doing campaign reviews. We're 24 minutes into the show, and I haven't gotten to the campaign reviews part because I've been talking about other stuff. But let me finish where I was going very quickly. Inside of UpViral, and I'm going to turn off that comment, and we're going to look at my desktop. And you're going to see that inside of UpVital, if you do create a new campaign,
hey Mitch,
they have a lot of great templates. So as you roll over these,
grateful to get away,
then you can click on this and it gives you a little bit of information about the campaign. And you can do the show preview, and you can see each one of these, and you can look at the second page of the preview. But what it doesn't really do, what isn't out there, as I looked at this, and a lot of people came to me and they said, well, but Mitch, I don't know, even with their descriptions, which one of these campaigns should I pick for my needs? What is all the background music about? Are you guys hearing background music? Oh my gosh, you are. Let's see, I must have opened things somewhere. I'm sorry, let me see. I see that it's there. I think it went away. I apologize about that. Thank you for notifying me. The music went away. Somebody tell me that. Yes. There is some audio. I apologize about that. It is gone. Okay. Thank you. Now, let's see. What I ended up doing is showing you Sven's thing. Thank you very much for the updates. All right. It went away. So that's the thing that Sven wants us to look at. But what I want to do is I need to come over here. This is the problem with two computers. I need to go to up. So this is what you get now if you create a new campaign. The struggle is, what do you do with these things and which ones should you pick? And they just added these 3 new ones. Fill your event, which basically is what I just showed you with the webinar, although I think mine is better, of course. Fill your calendar, meaning, get more leads for your calendar, and then the newsletter. But all of these things are kind of hard to figure out which ones to use. Now, what I have done is I have created this template. That's not what I want to call it. I'm calling it the UpViral template comparison. I still haven't figured out what I really want to call this. But what I have done is I've gone in and I've analyzed each one of the templates. And I have identified how they are setting them up. All these columns over here will show you what functionality they're using inside those campaigns. And what I'm doing, which is not ready yet, so I'm teasing you a little bit. I was hoping to have this ready this week, but it's not ready. It'll be, I hope I'm going to have it ready next week. My daughter and I are working on something to help everyone who wants a central place to find my stuff. Because what I found is I got links all over the planet. I've got free things, I've got paid things, and everybody goes, I don't know where to find your stuff. And my website, Thank You Page Magic, doesn't tell them where to go. There's no store there, etc., etc. So I'm working on something new. And what I intend to do is give away this a PDF of this template comparison, and that will be a lead magnet, so that you will have an opt-in. And behind that, what I have done is made a video recording of each and every one of those templates, where I spend 4 to 7 to 8 minutes talking about the feature set that's inside each one of those, that hopefully will help you figure out which campaign template that UpViral has that you want to use to build your next campaign, if you want to use one of those things. Of course, that's going to cost you a few pennies. It's not going to be very expensive. It's either, I haven't figured out yet, it's either the videos are going to be 7 or 17 something cheap. Because what I want to do is also at the bottom of that spreadsheet is going to be a list of the templates that I offer. And of course, what I eventually want you to do is buy those things, right? So there's a master plan. There's some really cool stuff coming. And if you want, I'm going to show you something. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, you can't see the screen yet. I thought I opened it. Oh, I opened it over here. That's where I opened it. So here's a very basic teaser of the website that I'm building, and I want you to recognize that all of these images are just placeholder images. They are not the final thing. We were just playing with a couple of things. Like it says, welcome to the home page here. Well, of course, we want that to say something else, right? And this one says Mitch Magic something. But what we're going to have is a place where if you bought something from me, you'll click on an image that may be here, and you'll go get all of the things that you purchased. And it's going to be in one central location, and it's going to be great. And then there'll be this one that says things you don't have. So you could go over there and find the things that you could pick up from me, and once you pick them up, then they would appear in this other thing. So we're working on this. Oh, the music is back. Did it come from here? Where is that music coming from? Dang it. This is one of the things that drives me crazy is figuring out where the music is coming from. The system audio. Let me turn this off. Did it go away? It seems to be tight to the transition. There shouldn't be any video in... Huh. Thank you guys for trying to help me figure that out. I know it's not in there. I'll just close that because I don't need it anymore. I know it's not in numbers. I don't think it's there. I don't need that anymore. I don't need preview open. You guys are seeing all of this. I don't need mail. Oh, I just killed mail. That's where Sven's thing was. I apologize about that music. What I'll do is I can mute that, what I think that channel is that's coming in with that. I'll just mute everything except this channel. Hopefully that makes it gone, and appreciate your patience. So, all right. So of all the people that I asked for input something, and so Sven, other thing I'm going to do, apologies, I'm going to reach up here and turn on my fan because this used to be a garage. Where I am now is in my office. Used to be a garage. And what's happened when I redid this room, I did this myself, except for that cabinet. This room has very poor ventilation, and I closed the door so that my family doesn't get totally bothered because they're all out there doing stuff, and I'm not bothered by them. But that makes this room very hot. Now I've forgotten. Okay, that was on too loud because I think you can hear that in the microphone. If that's annoying, somebody please let me know because I've tried to isolate that. But let's go in. Let's see, I can kill that. And kill that. I don't need this anymore. I just want to make sure I don't have stuff open that potentially is causing that problem because I apologize. I do not want any of that coming back to you. It does look like there's some sound coming through there, but all right. Anyway, so my goal of this show, 34 minutes in, is to look at some campaigns. And I started to say this before I just let myself get distracted. I do think, by the way, that if you have any time to sign up for that webinar, if you go to webinar.thankyouPageMagic.com, just get on the list because I will send a replay if you can't make it on the 7th. But also, please, please, please opt in and send it to somebody else. Send somebody that you know that's an entrepreneur, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about Thank You Page Magic and I'm going to expose everybody to it, right? The goal of Thank You Page Magic is to, whether or not you're doing UpViral and automating the processes, the goal I have for Thank You Page Magic is to simply show people how to use their existing funnel to find people to engage with, to grow their business, because inside your existing funnel, you may be paying for ads to get people to opt into your lead magnet. But then on the thank you page, imagine if you simply asked them to share it with somebody else, and those people maybe brought 10% new leads to you. 10%, some people would jump up and down and scream and bang their chest about how they grew their business by 10%. Doesn't have to be 20, 30, 40, 50%. But simply asking people to join your business, to share your business with people that they know, who I can guarantee you, Sven, I guarantee you, Kieran, that people that opt in for your stuff know somebody that would benefit. What we don't do today is we don't ask them. We don't think that they will come help us grow our business because they don't have a reason to. We don't think about it for ourselves. Anyway, that's what I'm going to show you on that webinar, how to manually do that right now today. It takes 5 minutes to go update your thank you page to start asking people for stuff. And I'm going to give you some scripts. I'm going to give you some how-tos, all kinds of stuff on that webinar. Please sign up and ask somebody to come. I'll put the link up there, although I don't think that link is working properly. Maybe somebody pops into the recordings and I've got it fixed by then. Or you can go to webinar.thankyouPageMagic.com and do the same thing. And I will put the proper link in. I probably could do it in the chat right now. Anyway, let's just get to doing what I'm supposed to do. All right, so I'm going to open my mail back up because Sven at least asked me to do something. And I'm sorry I closed that. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to open this and I'll make it full screen so that it's not. All right, so Sven said this campaign is not live yet. And it's not using UpViral, and that's okay. You don't have to use UpViral. There are other tools if you want to automate stuff, but if you really want to automate it, UpViral's the tool to do. And I can't get my face out of the way. I know my face is in the way of part of that. Let's see. I'm going to also put this back up so I can see. All right, so 50% lifetime discount. Sven would like you to participate in defining a group. Let me start over. I cannot always read well. Kieran says, gotta pop off. I'm on holiday. By the way, the music is back. I barely hear you again. Okay, I apologize. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know where that's coming from. I do know where that's coming from. Why is it do? All right, I messed up. I see there is a movie that plays. Dang it. And there it is again. Something is going on. Sven says, I think it's a transition sound. It's not. I've just found it. It's the outro. It's the video I created to exit, and somehow it's on the wrong scene. This is a desktop scene, and somehow it's here. But I see that it's here, and I can stop it. All right. Anyway, let's dive in. Would you like to participate in defining the roadmap for this plugin? Now, you've given me a snippet of the page. I don't know if this is the whole page. Is this an email that you're sending? I don't have all the context for this, I don't think. Let me flip back over here. Can I flip? Oh, I'm in preview. If I go back to mail, but maybe you can have a look at it. It is not live yet, so I can only send you this screenshot. I don't know what that screenshot is. But at this point, if this is all it's the whole page, Sven says. If this is the only thing you're showing them, then the assumption it's part of my page in the marketplace. Okay, what marketplace? But I guess it doesn't matter. if people know what your plugin is, there's nothing on here that tells me if there's cold traffic coming in, Sven, nobody's going to understand what this is for. Again, I don't have the context around this. I don't know where this is coming from, but it's flat out starting with the assumption that they know what this is. Now, Sven just said they used the free version of my plugin before. Okay, fine. If this is, but they, again, I don't know how they get to this, but you're starting up. I would always say, hey, previous users of my plugin called XYZ, would you like to participate in the make sure you are identifying who your target is. When you come to my webinar sign up, right at the top, it says entrepreneurs, right? So I've identified who should be paying attention. The pain point is right at the top. And I forgot what my thing says, but I think if I were creating this, I would at least identify those persons. So then you say, now here is your chance with this once-in-a-lifetime early adopters deal. Answer the following 5 questions, and your company gets lifetime 50% discount on XSD Visualizer. See, now you finally say what it is. Even if you already have a license, what's the hardest part about working? So you're asking some questions. You're getting feedback. Send an email with your answers to XVisualizer, blah, 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 until July 31st. And you'll receive your discount code within a business day. Great. So what you're doing is that you are trying to get people who already know your stuff to answer some questions for you in return for a 50% discount. That's good. Just think you need to add a little bit of flavor to it. What I have been seeing, by the way, is things that I have engaged with. I've been paying attention. I just see a spider web. Things I have been engaging with more recently are things that are clear, simple, easy to understand, and they bring things to me. I talked a couple of weeks ago about this $1 billion raffle that's going on. And what I have done, by the way, I have a case study on that I'm working on that members will get. In there, what I have extracted is some of their really good wording, right? And the thing that you said, would you like to participate in defining the roadmap? I struggle with things like that question. I've talked about this in review shows before. Lots and lots of times when I see that kind of wording with a question at the end, I slap the person around the face and head, by the way, and I say, look, let's suppose I'm your target market. I start reading, would you like to? And I feel like, maybe. It doesn't feel very strong. Would you like to participate? Already has put me off just a little bit. If it started out, define the roadmap for the things that should be included in this new thing. You could even start with, hey, I see you got the previous version of my XYZ plugin. What did you hate about it? Were there things that frustrated you about it? Then say, if you answer these 5 questions, I'm going to give you a 50% discount and you are going to help define the future of this product. Now I'm more interested, right? You identified that I struggled with it, maybe, or, maybe you say, did you love it? What did you love about it? You can go both directions. You could split test it and see which one works better. The key here is that all of us, everybody that's watching, all of us need to realize that our words matter. Copywriting matters. Sven's starting out with, would you like to? And in my opinion, the phrase I've used before is that's mamby-pamby. That's kind of weak. It's not the aggressive, simply saying, define the roadmap for this plugin. Or you have the opportunity to define the roadmap of this program. Did you struggle before? But right now what you're doing is going, hey, would you like to help me figure something out? And the answer is often going to be no. That's not the answer you want. You don't want ever to have them have the answer of no. You want them to identify it, which is why I was talking about the struggles, right? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Was it the worst thing ever? Did you pitch it because it sucked? Help me figure out what best way is to figure out what the future of this product should be. That's the kind of wording that gets people's attention, gets them to recognize that you know there were problems, you know there were good things, you know there were bad things. Now I feel more like helping you, as opposed to, would you like to participate? And I'm exaggerating, of course, right? I'm trying to get everybody that's watching, and thank you again for watching. And yes, I know I can be very brutal, but it's tough love, right? I'm trying to get you to understand that your words matter. And if you don't focus on your words, people are just going to walk away and go, no, there's nothing in it for me. He doesn't care, right? Make it about them, not about you. I mean, the second sentence you had was, would you like to see exactly the features you need developed for you? Maybe, Sven, the English isn't your first language, and that's okay. That sentence is really kind of mangled for an English speaker. Tell me the features you need developed. Be strong, be to the point, be open, make it about them, not you. All right? Does that make sense? Sven's question. Good question. Can I start with the question, have you struggled? Absolutely, you can ask that question. Maybe they didn't struggle. So, I mean, it can be difficult to come up with the right set of words. I totally get that. There are headline generators. I have tested this a little bit. So if you go, and I'm gonna jump in. Let me set the scene here. I'm going to go over to this browser, and I'm going to go to where I'm going, just so you know, is hearmitch.com. All right, so this is the place that Bradley and I are sharing our podcasts. But what I want you to do, I love Bradley, and we're having a great time. You can see all the podcast episodes, etc. But what I wanted to do is to get down to this thing down here at the very bottom. Bradley's Headline Magician. This may help you, Sven. I don't know. But if you click on that link, it takes you over to his headline creation tool. And I found that this is, let's see if I can make it a little bit bigger without going too big. This walks you through several things, right? Answer the questions below and then click the generate. I unfortunately doesn't work without, oh, it does. It does work without clicking things. So what you're going to do is see that it's going to fill in a whole bunch of stuff, but those don't help right there. But you can see he's given you desired result. In the gray letters, it says 6-pack abs. Desired time, 30 days. Weight loss is the niche. So what he uses is those words. It's like the game my kids used to play all the time. It's not going to come to me. Anyway, but this may be something that helps you think about marketing words. So it may actually generate a good headline for you. But maybe this will help, maybe it won't. I just thought I would throw it out because I'm aware of this and I do have the link to it right away. So that's over. If you go to hearmitch.com, that was hearmitch.com, and you scroll all the way to the bottom, I included this because I thought it was a very valuable thing that Bradley had done. And we're going to fill in some other stuff down here at the bottom for freebies. But I think that's a very valuable resource. And maybe you can get some feedback for that. But the goal is we all struggle with our marketing words. I have been working on creating thank you page magic for the last 8 years. Only in the last year have I really become fluent in marketing. It's taken me a long time, and it may take you a long time, and hopefully tools like the one Bradley has will help you shortcut that process. I went to a class with Joel Bauer in 2018. Joel Bauer is an amazing teacher. And he walked up to me and he said, "Mitch, what is your offer?" Now, this was back when I was purely focused on contests. And this was in 2018, October of 2018. I said, well, I teach people how to run better contests. And for 3 to 5 minutes, I don't remember, probably 3, 4, 5 minutes, he stood there and said all of the stuff that are great things. And at the end, he's like, "Would you buy that product?" Like, yeah, everybody in the room stands up and they're like, "Holy crap, I want that." But he knew nothing about my offer, but he knows the words to say, right? I am now learning the words to say. If you saw me earlier talking about thank you page magic, I have crafted words that are resonating with people, and when they see what I have to offer, they stand up and go, "Holy cow, I need that." But it's taken me a long time. I've told the story before. I'll tell it a million times. Jennifer Trask on May 19th of last year, 2021, had a meeting with her. UpViral calls it the share page. The second page of the funnel, they call it the share page. Jennifer said, "Aren't you talking about the thank you page?" I said, "Yes." Holy cow, Jennifer. I've been using the wrong words. I've been using the words the UpViral team uses because that's what they consider it. That's the page where the sharing happens. Nobody who is in funnel building calls it that because they don't know it. They don't use it that way. They say that's the thank you page. You opt in, then you're on the thank you page. Could be an upsell page. It could be an OTO. It could be another offer. But that's the thank you page from the initial offer, right? The opt-in. It's a thank you page. And when I started using that phrase, people suddenly got it. That's why I call it thank you page magic. It's all about that page. There's a bunch of things you can do on that page. You can do the sharing. You can ask people to share, but you could put an OTO on there. You can put a one-time offer. That's OTO. You can, give them a list. You can give them a document. You can ask them to do a quiz. There's all kinds of things that you could do. And by the way, while I'm thinking about it, Sven, you may want to look into Ryan Levesque, or you may want to just simply use a tool instead of getting people to email you. Frankly, that's a barrier to entry to me. Because then what I have to do is I have to copy the questions, and I have to create an email, and I have to copy your email address, and then I have to type in my answers underneath your questions. Go to Google and create a Google form or Google survey. Give them one link to go fill in the information. What you're doing with that thing is, I feel, a barrier, because I would look at that and go, this is too much work to send that in an email with the answers. If you used a tool like the Google Forms, that's not the thing. Yeah, it is a form, right? Google Forms, it's free. There are tons of them out there. SurveyMonkey is the other one that people do all the time. Just give them a link and ask them to go answer those questions there. It's much easier on them, right? Bradley likes to say it's the lift. It's too much of a lift to go do that. All right. So it is now at an hour. And other than Sven, thank you for sending that in. We haven't looked at any real campaigns. I did pull up a couple. So let's do a quick jump in. If anybody has any questions, if you do have a campaign, if you're still watching, if you haven't commented, please go ahead and just say hi. Let me know that you're here, who you are. If you're new to me, you can say, hey, Mitch, what are you doing? Why are you here? By the way, I will just tell you at the top of the hour here that I will be creating a membership, and the members will get all of the recordings. They will get some bonuses. They will get a lot more stuff than what I am doing here live. And it's a very, in my opinion, low-cost membership. It's only $37 a month. Highly worth it if you are doing any kind of campaigns. Jump in there. My bigger membership, which is called the Movers Mastermind, I don't have a sign-up for that right now. I'm adding a whole bunch of buttons to be able to show you this. My daughter, by the way, said, Dad, I don't like that magician back in the background. I said, well, okay, you go make me new slides, and I'll put them in. But inside that membership, you'll be getting a lot of things, like these recordings. You can come back and look at them if you weren't able to watch online, etc. All right, so what I want to do is I want to go over to here. And I did pull up a couple of campaigns, and I'm going to flip over to another tab. This is a Facebook group called Only Big Sweepstakes, and you will see me use this quite a bit. Now, I want you to recognize a couple of things. Number one, this is curated. Ray and his wife, all of a sudden I can't come up with her name either, curate everything in here. They don't put anything in here unless they have reviewed it, which is why you saw this thing up at the top about temporarily paused. So you can't post anything in here, but it is the big contests that they are offering. Often what they do is you post their referral link. But notice, I'm going to scroll up a little bit. And what you will see is, in this case, Ray has posted this section of text. Now, this section of text does not normally appear when you share an UpViral campaign. Let me just show you, for example, I'm going to open a new tab. I'm going to go to Facebook, because I don't want to leave that one. And let's suppose, I got to move this window, because it's in my way. Let's suppose I'm just going to share that webinar link. So I'm going to type in the whole thing, because I don't know that I have it saved. webinar.thankyoupageMagic.com. Right? And if I hit a space, hopefully Facebook is going to find that link. Oh no, see, they don't have the right link. Dang. I'm jumping ahead. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find something else. Let's just see if I can find the full link. Here we go. So this link has the referral thing on it. And notice that Mitch must have changed something because there's no image here. Right? What I was trying to get you to see was there would be an image. But the text up here is for the user to paste in the URL and to say something. Right? In Ray's group, when you look at one of these, oops, that's not Ray's group, that's Facebook in general. What he does is he pastes in some information, and then this would be the image for the campaign. Anybody see anything wrong with this? Welcome to all of you who have popped in. By the way, I see the numbers have creeped way up. Thank you for being here. What we're doing is looking at some campaigns that other people are posting. Now, in this particular case, does anybody see anything wrong here? I mean, when this post really appears, this is Ray's words. These are Ray words. So normally the post all by itself would appear like this. There's no image there. All it says is experiences.yng.com, and it says a YNG. What the hell is going on with the people who created this campaign who did no testing of it? Why is there no image? Why is there no text? This is a complete fail. The only reason we know that they're giving away 2 airline tickets to anywhere Delta flies is because Ray typed those words in. This is a major fail by the campaign owners. If you are running a campaign, you had better freaking test to see what happens when the users post your link. If it's not sharing your image, so what did I just learn? There's something wrong with my campaign, and it's not sharing the link and the image that I wanted to share, and there's no text. Something I have done is wrong. I better go check it. If you are not testing, and somebody in the UpViral Facebook group posted something 2 or 3 days ago, and I said, well, did you test? Well, no. Come on, people. You are going to end up like this campaign. And yes, Sven, thank you. This is the instruction that I would tell you to do, is go to developers.facebook.com/tools/debugger. Go to the Facebook debugger. This training is also available in my new place where all of my free stuff will be. But yes, you need to go there, thank you, Sven, to test to make sure your image is working. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on to the next one because I beat that one up. So here's one, and I'm going to scroll down because Ray has put in the stuff at the top. So this stuff is Ray's stuff. We ignore that because this is what the campaign would normally look like. This is what this should look like, right? This has a very nice image. You could win a 2022 Special Edition Tesla 3 from these people. Enter to win a Tesla 3. Enter for a chance to win using the same words too many times. Special edition from blah, blah, blah. This is a very good image. I see the product. I see what I could win. By the way, many of these campaigns that you win a Tesla, usually what they're only doing is giving you a rental or a lease for 2 or 3 years. You don't actually win the car. So be careful about that. Here's one. Here's Ray's words. Win $4,000. Question, are you still live for Rid of the Kids? Oh, you're Rid of the Kids. So I could listen to your views. Yes, I'm still live. Yes, I'm still going. Good to see you back. So in this campaign, it does say $4,000 American Dream Sweepstakes and then some text. I don't know why they haven't done that Facebook debugger so that they would have bigger image. But this is the point. You guys, you all need to test these things out in Facebook and Twitter and every place you're going to do your campaign before you put your campaign live so that you can find out, right? I think this campaign's great. This one's broken, obviously. I obviously didn't finish my testing very well. So there's some comments there. Win a trip for 2. Park City giveaway. If you don't know what Park City is, I guess that's okay. Kieran says, I had to close everything and come back in as I was back at the start. Huh. I think I'm still live. Somebody else tell me I'm live. But okay, so you do a giveaway image, but why are you not telling people what the prize is? 4-night trip to $1,000 cash, blah, blah, blah. Put some more information in your image, because this is what people see. At least it says Park City giveaway. It's better than some of the others. Here's another one where there's no image. Here's one that is a Mac, powered by AppSumo. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I see a problem. I see this guy's t-shirt that says powered by AppSumo. I happen to know that AppSumo has their own tool that they use called King Sumo for contests. But then I see down here it says Gleam.io. I am really confused. Why is King Sumo or AppSumo giving away Apple products? Is this the right thing? Notice I even see in this image it's King Sumo is actually there. So I'm going to click this because I want to see what they're doing. So this is definitely a Gleam giveaway. Sign up below. Everybody knows this is Gleam because of the look of it. Everything looks the same on Gleam. There is no great customization on Gleam. You can put this image in here and you can put some text. Enter your email for Sumo Day updates and automatically get 1 giveaway entry. Woohoo! All right, I may have to enter that later. Anyway, I did click on the Park City thing earlier. Park City Adventure Package. Here's something that bothers me, and I don't know how well you can see it. I'm going to blow it up a little bit, see if I can make it bigger. Everyone who enters gets a free $1 Flight Club membership. Raise your hand if you think that's a detriment to entering this contest. Potentially it's a detriment. Nobody's raising their hand. Maybe there is a delay. You have to be careful on what your offer is. I'm going to click this and accept the cookies. By the way, to the person, how do I raise my hand? Oh, comment in the feed if you think it's a detriment. We're not on Zoom, so you can't raise your hand. Sorry. I didn't mean to confuse you. Great question. I'll try to remember that next time. To the person who created the cookie thing that everybody has to click on, can you imagine the man hours that have been wasted on that thing? Park City Adventure Package. They don't even tell you what the package is. Is it flights? Is it money? Where is it? Blah, 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 blah. But they tell you everyone who enters gets a free $1 Flight Club membership. Frankly, that put me off. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't know why I would want it. You didn't even tell me what the prizes are, but yet you want me to enter to win. What's all this stuff? I don't know what these... Now I finally get to a little bit more information. This tool, I've forgotten what tool this is not, I think this is Perkzilla. I think it's Perkzilla. I think this reminds me. Anyway, we finally get to see what the prizes are. If this is my client, I am embarrassed. Why in God's green earth have you made it so hard for me to find out what the prizes are? And why are you telling me I get a free membership when I don't know what the value of that is? Why would I want it? This is just a disaster in my book. Ow, ow, ow. Sorry, my leg just twinged. So let me look at another one. This was also somewhere in here. Dream Scotland, MacBook Air, Vacations Galore. I might want to enter that one. I don't know. Win an M2 MacBook Air. All right. I saw this one and I thought, join us in celebrating 10 years of Roquette. Enter to win a product that got it all started, the Roquette pop-up golf net. Now, there was a video here, and it started playing automatically. So, at least in this case, the video started playing, and I got the opportunity to see what this was. I don't know why campaigns start with something like this. Join us in celebrating 10 years. I don't know. Maybe one of you can tell me why this is a benefit to starting your opt-in in talking about you and how the company and how the company is celebrating 10 years. What do I care? When I come to your page, what does that do for me? Enter to win the Roquette pop-up golf net, valued at $150. Down below that, maybe say we're celebrating that we've been selling these for 10 years, blah, blah, blah. But why is that the first line? Does anybody think that is appealing? Tell me in the comments. I don't think it does. I don't think it does anything. Kieran says, a little adjustment and put it under the enter to win. Yeah, exactly. It shouldn't be the top thing. And a lot of people put their logo up at the top, and there's pluses and minuses. I don't know what that logo is. I'm obviously not a fan of golf or this thing. But why isn't the biggest thing on the page enter to win the Roquette pop-up golf net? This is the product that got it started. Help us celebrate 10 years. Then say the button. Right? This is good. I don't have a problem with this. It's below the fold. It's below the button. Yes, I want to win. Enter your details below for your chance to win. But what's missing? I want to talk about some of the things that are missing here. Tell me what's missing from this page. This is it. Oh, look, it does. It's an UpViral campaign. What is missing from this campaign? If I click this button, name, email, and yes, I want to win. Tell me what's missing. For those of you who are fans of what I've done in the past, tell me what's missing. Anybody? I know there's a bunch of you still watching. All right. Nobody's brave enough to raise their hand and say, this is what's missing. There's no date. Is there only one prize? What are the terms and conditions? Who's eligible? Are there any other prizes besides this, or is there just one winner? there's a whole bunch of questions that are unanswered here. Except for right down here. And I'm sorry, you guys can't see it. I gotta figure out a way of doing this. I'll just do this. I believe you can see it now. U.S. residents only, must be 18 to enter. Kieran says, is that all? It's on the page. And yes, this is the very bottom of it. This copyright is the very bottom of the page. So that's it. There are no links here to terms and conditions. There are no dates given. There's no eligibility other than this, which, bless their hearts, is there. But that's not all that you need. How many prizes? How many things? What else is going on? And I'm going to enter this because I want to see what they're doing on the share page. I'm sorry. The thank you page. Mitch. tm.e is thankyouPageMagic.com. And I know they haven't fixed this yet. You guys seen this? Please fix the requested format. They don't want you to have uppercase in your thing. UpViral hopefully is going to fix that. I haven't really complained about it too much, but anyway. So this is great question, Kieran. I'm going to get to that in a second. So it says, well done. You have 1 point in the entry. This frustrates me. I'm sorry, Roku, whatever your name is. This frustrates me. Rucket. You guys have used this template without even reading it. Who sees the problem up here? People, you gotta read. Just because UpViral gives you a template, you can't assume that everything on it is worded correctly. Well done. You now have total points 1 entry in the content. What is that? This is exactly what the UpViral template says. I'm sorry, UpViral. There's some cleanup that needs to be done. And you guys know, if you were watching earlier when I told Sven, why the continuation of want to increase your chances? Why are you asking a question that people could say no to? How about saying dramatically increase your chances to win, invite your friends, get extra chances of winning for every friend who joins? Some superfluous words in there, but you can boost that a little bit if you want to. You can also copy paste your unique invite link and share it with your friends and receive it. To receive extra 10 entries. Exclamation point with a colon. I don't know what that colon is doing there. And by the way, this wording bothers me too. UpViral, if you're watching, I know I could have said this to you a long time ago, but I didn't. Sharing with your friends, you don't get 10 extra entries. You get those 10 extra entries when they sign up. So I've had so many people write me and say, well, it just says I get 10 points for sharing. You don't get the 10 points for sharing. You get the 10 points for every person who signs up. And in my book, it's one of the reasons why I struggle with some of the UpViral templates. This 10 points is the biggest deal on the page. This is why you want to run this campaign, not just for this social sharing, but you want Paula, who enters, to invite her friend Betty Lou and Joanne and everybody else. This is where the gold is in UpViral. And yet it's buried down here in small print. Why is that? That's not the way I do it. At least I don't think I do it. How do you win this contest? Now this is the kind of wording I like. How do you, underline, big, bold letters, capitalized. How do you win this contest? This is where we're starting to get some meat. It's Betty Lou, not Benny Lou, Kieran. Benny Lou. I've used that name for a long time. Because it's funny. No, I won't say that. Join the contest. You've already done that part. Invite your friends to join. By inviting your friends, you exponentially increases your chances to win. Why is this not at the top of the page? There's this mamby-pamby thing, invite your friends to get extra chances of winning. But why isn't something like this, exponentially increase your chances of winning? That should be what this says. Exponentially increase your chances of winning by inviting your friends. You get 10 points for every person who joins with your unique link. That's what should be up here. That's what you should be saying. Not way down here at the bottom of the page. Right? Now they included this link twice, which is good. Because that's actually one of the things that people use the most often. By the way, we're going to wrap this up. I know you were laughing, Kieran, but I'm going to answer Kieran's question, which was a very good question. And let's go here, and then let's go up here, and we will do this. And this was on the golf campaign. What would you do or say, what would you do if you wanted to do an evergreen campaign without end dates? Well, number one, so it depends upon your style of campaign. It depends upon what your offer is. If you are doing a contest, you have to have an end date. You can't just leave this open-ended thing where people don't know when you're going to pick a prize. I've gone to the mall, for example, and they're giving away a Corvette. And you look at the form that you have to fill out, and way down in really, really, really tiny letters, it says, so this is June of 2022. It says, car will be given away at the end of 2023, December 31st or something. That's a year freaking and a half away. That's how long you have to wait. But there is an end date, but you have to get your bifocals on and you have to get a magnifying glass to find out what it is. Now, you can do an evergreen contest. You can say, we're picking winners every month. The last day of the month, we're picking winners. It's an ongoing campaign. So you make it be evergreen, but there have to be dates. The U.S. law requires that you have dates, and you have to tell them what the dates are. And you can't change the dates once you've launched your campaign. So many people don't know that. But you can do an evergreen campaign. Absolutely, you can do that. You just have to tell people stuff. Which is what's missing from this golf campaign, is they're not telling anybody anything. They may never give away the prize. There's no terms and conditions. You've got to have terms and conditions if you're running a contest. This is one of the struggles that people have with UpViral. There's no terms and conditions pre-written. Some of the other tools, Viper has them, Viral Loops has them. I'm pretty sure that Perkzilla does. I think Gleam actually has default terms and conditions. You can check a box and have default terms and conditions. UpViral doesn't have that. They expect you to fill that in. But you gotta do it. You cannot fill in or put a contest up where you don't tell people when the campaign ends. How many prizes? How do you select the winner? Is it random or is it most points? We don't know any of that stuff in this campaign. That would be a major fail. If there were a law, if there was the contest police coming in, your campaign would be gone, baby. It would be out. Because you're not doing it the right way. And it takes extra work, which is one of the reasons why it slows people down, because you have to write all that stuff out. The second time you run the campaign, all you got to do is tweak a couple of dates and stuff. Kieran, does that help you with the question of how do you run an evergreen? It gets confusing if you decided to say, well, I want the points to reset every month. That's a whole nother ball of wax. UpViral doesn't do that. Lots and lots of things that potentially could be done that aren't necessarily done. I was just looking at the streaming software and seeing where people are. Kieran says, yes, that helped. Great. All right, so let's do a couple of things. Let's wrap this baby up. First of all, if you want to contact me, you can go to contactmitch.com. You can scan that QR code with your smartphone. Also, don't forget the podcast, because that podcast is tomorrow, recording at the same time as this. If you want to know what tools I use, you can go there. Sign up for my newsletter, please. All of these will come up again, by the way, if the ending works right. And please also sign up for my webinar, which is coming up on July 7th, where I'm going to teach you a whole lot more about Thank You Page Magic. If you're at all interested in getting a jump start on the membership, you can go to thankyoupagemagic.com/MitchMagic and get in on the membership where all the recordings and all the other good stuff is going to be, because there's going to be some extra stuff that people who just watch me weekly aren't going to get. All right. Any other quickie questions before I finish? By the way, if you haven't seen this one, I created a guide. It's a Trello board with a whole bunch of email copy. If you go to thankyoupagemagic.com/ultimate swipes or scan that code, I'm pretty sure that code works. I didn't actually test it. I'm going to grab my phone while I'm here because I don't remember testing that one. Da-da-da! I know you can't see me do it. Let's see if that worked. Low battery. It does work. So you can go grab that Trello board with all of my sample emails that you can. It will speed up your process. You'll be able to quickly update your emails to have much more interaction, get people more excited about your campaign. Next week is going to be a special, really cool presentation, which I don't know what it's going to be yet, and I was planning to have all that stuff. Kieran says, I lost you. Well, hopefully I'm still here. Watch the replay. Now, if you're watching on Facebook, the replay will be right there on Facebook. If you join my membership, you can get into the membership. The Trello link again. Yes. The ultimate swipe file is here. That will take you to the place where you can purchase, and then once you purchase, you will get access to the Trello board that has all of those emails in it. All right, so let's wrap this baby up. Thank you so much for being here. Each and every one of you are very important to me. If you need help, let me know. There are a couple of people I know that contacted me last week, and I kind of ignored everybody. I've been really going heads down, trying to focus on getting my stuff done so that I can serve people better. And I know that what has happened to me in the past is that I have gotten so sidetracked by helping people. I needed to get my stuff done. And so, frankly, I just put several people on ignore, and I apologize for that. To those of you, if I've ignored you, I apologize. It is not what I intend to do with my services, but I just felt like I was way too distracted. My daughter had COVID last week. We were worried about, anyway, lots of excuses. But please forgive me if I didn't contact you. If you want to contact me again, I will try to be better. But I really need to get this stuff out because I'm starting to serve people with Thank You Page Magic. And if I don't have the assets organized, if you go someplace to buy something and it doesn't work, then that doesn't serve you and it doesn't serve me. So I've been working with my daughter to get all of those things finished up. All right. Thank you again so much for being here. I will be here again next week. And if you want, I really encourage you to pop in at 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. It'll be in the same place you just saw this, either see Mitch or the Facebook or the YouTube. If you're on Twitch, I'll be there. Bradley and I will be there for the podcast tomorrow, and we don't pick the topic until 10 minutes before the show. So I don't know what the topic is for tomorrow either. But we do have a lot of fun, and I'm constantly learning stuff from Bradley. He says he's learning stuff from me, but I think it's mostly one direction. I don't know. But thank you for being here. I will catch you either tomorrow or next week. And please make sure you're on email. There will be some slides that come up here after this if everything works right. And I will catch you again next week. Thank you for your patience on the sound problem. Bye.
Hey Mitch, good to hear from you.
It's a perfect ending. I am grateful. Grateful to get away.
Good day.
I'll be back.